Hello, ladies and jelly spoons. Welcome to the Game Dojo. I am donned in black, and the lights are white because we are not doing Nintendo tonight. We are doing a Sega Mega Hour. That's right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the funny part is it comes from the infrastructure of Nintendo because Nintendo purchased licensing through Sega and Sega Genesis to get Sega games on the Nintendo Switch. Now, there is a little secret that a lot of you don't know about. First of all, let me show you what I'm talking about. Anyway, first of all, let me welcome you to the dojo. I am your host, the Game Ninja, and this is my game dojo. This is my Fortress of Solitude, Kal-El, Kara-El. This is the Game Dojo, and we game by gamers, for gamers, for the pure joy of gaming. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, today you always, as always, have a co-pilot seat right here next to me. So I'm going to flip the script, spin it around. You're going to see what I see, feel what I feel, hear what I hear, and take in what I take in. Because I am the Game Ninja, baby, and this is just what we do. So ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to wonder what it's going to be like in my dojo. I'm going to give you a bird's eye view right next to me. So ladies and gentlemen, three amigos, nothing? No, nothing? Anyway, let's do this shit. Flip in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so the Nintendo Switch Online service put Sega Genesis on. And, they felt as though, they could give you a few Sega games and you would be enjoyed it. This is all they gave you. Crusader of Senti, Ghouls and Ghosts, which is frustrating, but good game. Landstalker, another good game. Revenge of Shinobi. I wouldn't have started with Revenge of Shinobi, but it is what it is. Flicky, I don't know who asked for that. Columns is okay, I mean, definitely. Alien Storm, Street Fighter 2, Special Championship Edition. Gotta have a Street Fighter on here. Pulseman, Kid Chameleon. You gotta have Kid Chameleon and Icarus, but they have Kid Chameleon. Golden Axe 2. I would have started with the series with Golden Axe, but Virtual Fighter. This is not the Virtual Fighter you're remembering. You're remembering the 3D one where you can ring out with Jackie and the braids. This is not it. This is that flat 2D one. This is not that one. They have what is that? Alicia Dragoon. Beyond Oasis, Earthworm Jim, which is always a great game. Gotta love Earthworm Jim. I would love Planet Funkatron on here, but it's okay. Comic Zone, that is a great game. We may jump into that because I don't know a lot of you. I don't know if a lot of you knew about Comic Zone. It was basically you playing out the stages in a comic book, in an actual comic book. You could go up and down and through the pages in the different scenes and fight different bosses. It was actually a really awesome concept, and I don't understand why it felt short. It was just lost to oblivion. Nobody ever thought about making another game. Nobody hyped it up. Nobody pushed the oomph into literally the world. It's an amazing game. Comic Zone. Who knew? We have Mega Man and the Willy Wars. Pause. Willy Wars. Target Earth. We got Zero Wing, Shining Force. Nobody asked for Super Family Farms. Light Crusader is okay. Alien Soldier is good, but I would want Syndrome. Space Harrier, I wouldn't have chose. Sonic Spinball, why? Altered Beast, excellent choice. Excellent choice. You better have Altered Beast if you have Sega Genesis. Dynamite Heady, Sword of Vermilion, definitely good. Thunder Force, Toe Jam and Earl, that's the second one. The first one was up. No, that's Earthworm Jim. So they have Toe Jam and Earl. Castlevania Bloodlines, Echo the Dolphin, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, why? Contra Hard Corps, that's definitely a good game. Gunstar Heroes. Musha, there's another reiteration that was a lot better on the Genesis, but it's okay. Phantasy Star 4, Rise Star, Shining Force, Strider of, I don't know why Strider, Streets of Rage 2, which is definitely good, Sonic 2, and Shinobi 3. And that's it. That's literally it. Why no Shinobi 1, no Shinobi 2, why not Sonic 1? The original Sonic, which came with the Genesis. See where I'm going with this? If you are invoking Genesis nostalgia, put what came with the Genesis. Sonic the Hedgehog, the not for resale, written on the cartridge. But anyway, I digress. While I'm in this app, I will do two games. Two games while it's in this app, because there's something I want to show you that is going to blow your mind, and a lot of people have no idea it's even on the Nintendo Switch console. So let's turn you around. I'm going to give you a look at Comic Zone. Like I said, Sega. Yeah, this game is hot. Music was awesome in here too. Absolutely awesome. That's my boy, Roadkill. See, I told you. Punch. Okay, punch. See how you jump from one page to the next? See that? It's a pretty good beat 'em up. Well, actually, it's a beat 'em up, and it's like a kind of think of like a story and a role play. See ya. And see, you jump right into the next one. Hold on. Rob. There's a secret entrance here. Really? Where's the secret entrance? How about that manhole? And that's my boy Roadkill. That's my boy. That's Roadkill. What's going on, bro? See ya. Come up on here and see how tough you are. Yeah, they say curiosity killed the cat. Come on. Yeah, I still got the skills. I still got the skills. We're gonna create a restore point. Now, a lot of y'all watch the people over on React. Some of them teens was playing this. They never made it past that part. This is OG, baby. OG. Old school. We still got the skills to pay them deals. And them deals from back in the day when the meals was on wheels. Alright, let's go back to the game selection. You know what? I got to. It's a part of me. Every time I play Sega Genesis, I gotta bust Alter Beast, man. It's a part of me. How can you not?
From Northland.
Power up. Got that Arnold. He just snuck me. My man just snuck me. Give me that power up. Power up. Got that Arnold. Alright, gotta get that sweet spot. Gotta get that sweet spot. Gotta get that sweet spot. I got that sweet spot. I think I got the sweet spot. I got the sweet spot. I got that sweet spot. I got that sweet spot. He gonna try to embarrass me on TV by hitting me with one of them heads. Nah, dog. We gonna try to see if we can turn into were dragons for y'all. But if the jelly sucks kill us, it's over. Them jelly sucks. Come on. Power up. Power up. Oh, we might get the dragon. That's the whip appeal. I saw the whip appeal. Oh, damn. Fucking. The whip appeal messed us up. Yeah, I can't get you right now, bro. You're gonna have to walk away. The damn whip appeal messed me up. I missed my tiger. There's the whip appeal. There's that whip appeal. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh! Welcome to your doom.
Welcome to your doom.
Ring of power, baby. Oh. I like these little interlude sessions here. Now this is the third board with the ants, and they do the werebears, but I am not going to change it to a werebear. I want to save that point. Unfortunately, I could bust Alter Beast all day, every day. That is my bread and butter. That's my bread and butter, brother. You go back to the 80s with that. We go back like cereal bowls. And you remember them cereal bowls that had the straws on the end where you could like suck the milk out of your cereal, the leftover milk? It's the best part of cereal. When you taste the flavored milk, it's the best part. It's the best part. Unless you had Cheerios, then that milk was bad. It didn't taste too good. Corn Chex was pretty good, but you had to have something like Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles. The Cocoa Pebbles made it taste like chocolate milk. So chocolate cereal also gave you chocolate milk. That was that was good. That was good. Anyway, that's besides the point. So one more game I'm going to bust on here. I said I was going to bust 2 games, but you know what? We'll leave that right now. So, there hasn't been a Sega Genesis game on the Nintendo online store, a new game, in 6-7 months, maybe even longer. I do know it wasn't 2024, and it's June. So, yeah. But, for those of you who have the fiend, for those of you who have the disposition for the dark arts, there is another feather. Just one other feather. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I dare you to seek out this app on the Nintendo eShop. You can still get it physically, but it's called Sega Genesis Classics. And I can show you better than I can tell you. So, you saw how that turned on Sega, the little grid pattern. It was cute. It was cute. I ain't gonna lie, it's cute. And they gave you 9 games. Watch this app. Y'all about to experience some serious shit right here. Once this game hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Now watch this. I'm going to let y'all enjoy the infrastructure of the Sega Genesis Classics game. They paid attention. They cared about fan service. And you can see the Nintendo... Look at that. That's the Sega Genesis right there. Original console laying down. But I digress. Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, the love. Y'all about to be living. I know, right? Look at the infrastructure. This is fan service. When you love your fans, this is what you do for your fans. This was not a Nintendo produced game. Sega produced this. Oh man, I accidentally hit the button. I wanted y'all to see that. You know what? I ain't gonna jip y'all out of that intro because, you know what I'm saying? Get back. Get back, Jack. I'm not gonna keep y'all from... I'm gonna make sure I put the controller down. I am not gonna keep y'all from such awesomeness. You need to see that intro in its entirety. The people who put in effort, the characters, the graphics, and the sprites deserve you to be shown such a beautiful monstrosity of a game. Ladies and gentlemen, just watch. My bad, I didn't mean to hit the button. My bad, I'm sorry. This is love. This is what you do when you love what you do and do what you love. That was awesome. Y'all just saw that. Y'all literally just saw that. That just happened. And if you look in the background, that overlay they're making is a Sega Genesis original console, aka the Mega Drive. Now, I know that's awesome. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It is. It is. It is. But this is the infrastructure. You're inside a room. Inside a room. And I know what you're asking me. Does this have multiplayer? Yes, it does. Let me show you. You have feats, challenges, and leaderboards. Online multiplayer. TV. Inputs. You can change the console settings. Input buttons. You can change the layout. You can change the emulator settings. You can eject the cartridge. And when I mean change the emulator settings, yo, look. Bilinear, Epics, HQ4X, XBR. Look at this. Stretch full screen. Disable sprite limit. Mirror mode. Grid. Border art. Like, bro, this is the truth. This is the truth. And when you zoom in, you see that Sega Genesis controllers on the floor, the VCR tapes. They didn't have to put this stuff in here. You see Golden Axe's axe on the wall, Kid Icarus over there. You even got that old cup from the mall that you used to get from the food court that you ain't gonna see no more. They paid attention. You have audio settings. You have room settings, because you can change the audio settings and you can change the room settings. You can hide room labels. You can change the time of day. But this is what I wanted to show you. The games library. Check this out. Alex Kidd, Enchanted Castle. Alien Soldier, Alien Storm, Altered Beast, Beyond Oasis, Biohazard, Battle, Bonanza Brothers, Columns 3, Comic Zone. That was the game we just saw. We played. We was inside the comic book. Crackdown. Decap Attack, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Headies. Like I said, the same games that you saw on there, but more. Oh, that's eSWAT, by the way. Fatal Labyrinth, Flicky, that is, what's that? Game Ground, Galaxy Force 2, Golden Axe 2, Golden Axe 3. That's what I was talking about. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about when I say collections. See, when you pay attention to your patrons and their experience, why could you not put those other games on here? Like I said, man. All right, Golden Axe, you have Gunstar Heroes. You have Toe Jam and Earl, Panic on Funkatron. That was the second one I was telling you about, the second Toe Jam and Earl. They have the, just watch. Toe Jam and Earl, The Revenge of the Shinobi, Sword of Vermilion, Super Thunderblade, Streets of Rage 3, Streets of Rage 2, Streets of Rage, Space Harrier 2, Sonic Spinball, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic 2, Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what I'm talking about. The actual 3 Sonics on here, and other Sonic games. They have Mean Bean Machine on here too, and they have Spinball, but they took the time to give you the original game that came with the systems. That's what I mean when I say not an afterthought, but care. This shows you that whoever did this cared about the people who experience it. They added all these tiny little things in here to make the experience better, and they didn't cheap out on the games. Like I said, there's something done and something done right. I'm not looking down on the Nintendo Sega Genesis app at all, but over half a year and you haven't put out one Genesis games when there's an entire library of Genesis games that you can put out. And I know what you're saying. Oh, it's probably copyright issues, or we couldn't use this, we couldn't use that. You have the Sega logo banner on board. You have licenses to a ton of Sega IPs that you can put on there, but you're not doing it. You just don't give a shit about Sega. And I understand that was your competition, and maybe this is the way to pour salt in the wound. It is what it is. This app, though, I'm going to let people know, this app is the truth, the life, and the way if you want Sega Genesis on your Nintendo Switch. This is the way to go. And this experience is unlike any other. Shinobi 3, Shining Force 2, Shining Force 1, Shining in the Darkness, Shadow Dancer, Rise Star 4, Phantasy Star 4, excuse me, Phantasy Star 3, Phantasy Star 2, Light Crusader, Landstalker, Kid Chameleon, and that's the game I was talking about. Not just what they had on there. You need Kid Chameleon. Vector Man 2, and Virtual Fighter 2. Not Virtual Fighter 1, Virtual Fighter 2. Now, when you play a game, they could just simply just boot it up and let it go. But I'm going to show you something. Where's it at? Since they didn't get a chance to show you the original Sonic, I'm going to show you. Now, watch this. Watch this. I'm going to press the button. One button. Watch the infrastructure. This is thought. This is care. This is experience. This is somebody who made this game for gamers. Watch this. Check this out. You hit it. It literally puts the game in the console and starts the system. It puts the game in the console and starts the system. And you can take the cartridge out and lay it on the ground or put it on there. Yes, you are now looking at Sonic the Hedgehog Part 1. And look at it. Now, full screen. The other one has the 2 lines on the side and it has the cabinet marks on the side. And you can stretch and change the bilinear, but you can't take that off. This is full screen experience. Bro, it don't get better than that. It really don't get better than that. And I try to tell people, like, when you do Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah, his spin dash and everything is absolutely amazing. But remember, in the beginning, he didn't have none of that. Sonic didn't have any of that on here. Sonic was literally just this, what you're seeing right here. And of course, that happens too. Okay. Ah, I hate that. Absolutely hate that. And you can rewind too. They have a rewind feature. That's what my finger accidentally hit the button on. That's right, the original Sonic had 3 X, not just 2. I forgot how many times it took to hit him down. And his name was Dr. Robotnik, not Dr. Eggman. His name was Dr. Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik. Put some respect on his name. His name was not Dr. Eggman. Just like Bowser's name originally was King Koopa. Can't fool a brother who was raised in the video game streets of the 80s. Bowser was King Koopa. And Eggman was Dr. Robotnik. Why do you think it was called Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine? Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, like I was trying to tell you, that backs you out of the game. Now look, you can save it. You can save your position, which is even better. Why eject cartridge? This app is amazing. Sega Genesis Classics. Sega Genesis Classics. If you ever had an urge to play Sega Genesis and you don't have the original console, because like I said, I can do it all day, every day. If you check out right over there, yeah, that's my original Sega Genesis right there. First edition. 3-button controller. So I have a Sega Genesis. And if you see on the wall, that's my Sega wall. I even have a Sega Mini. And I have that whole entire case back there is filled with games, game cartridges. So yeah, if I wanted to rock Sega with the original experience, because a lot of people was like, oh, if you really, die-hard fan, why don't you have the original? I do. And I can blow that cartridge off, pause, put it in there and play it all day, every day. Matter of fact, we did it 3 weeks ago. And it was live, and it was fun, and it was amazing to turn the TV to that station and see that white fuzz that you see right back there on the screen. See that little white fuzz on that screen back there? Yeah, RF switch and modulators. Y'all don't know nothing about that yet. Nothing about that. That's back before your time. Modulators and RF switches. Channel 3 and TV inputs where you have to change so that you can get the game console to work. You got to switch from TV to antenna. Y'all don't know nothing about that. See, that was our hustle. But believe it or not, that got you excited for the gameplay. That let you know gaming was about to go down. But you see somebody back behind the TV like, oh shit, they setting it up. They setting it up. They setting it up. Oh, we about to get it on. We about to get that Nintendo on. We about to get that Sega Master System on. That Sega Genesis on. Turbo Graphics 16 on. They about to put the Super on. Bro, it was an experience. And I think that's what's getting lost. All these new consoles, because I have them too. Y'all seen them. Y'all see the PlayStation Hour. Y'all see the PS4, the PS5, the Xbox Series X. Y'all see the gameplay on my channel. I have the new consoles too. But on the same token, we can never know where we're going until we know where we've been. And there is an experience that's lost in OG gaming. I can't put it into words. It's something you have to feel it for yourself. The smell of the cartridge, the box, the feel, the when you open up the case, the little manual inside that you never really did anything with besides look at it when you had time because you was excited about the game. It's not like they really gave you any tips and tools, and then they gave you a section for notes where you could write down codes and things that you had back then, because back then there really wasn't no save game. It was called all or nothing. You either beat it one shot or you missed your spot. You come back, you start over, you do it again. This is back before save games and game cartridges and save slots. Yeah, even the first PlayStation, this is back before all of that. This is back when gaming was the experience and you had to be there. There was no online gaming where you could be online and your boy down the street or your boy over there or your boy in the next state. Nah, bro. We order a pizza, we get some KFC, we get some chicken, some sodas, some Pepsi, that RC Cola, that Bubba Cola, them colas that you get from back in the day that just, mwah. You get the peoples over, you get something to eat, you get the greasy hands all up on the controllers, because your controllers will be all greasy. You be trying to play games, your finger be slipping off the controller from the chicken grease and the corn oil and the cream of wheat. People sleep over the night before because they want to game all night, and it's Friday night and they got off of school and they came over your house to spend the night, and y'all got the Sega Genesis or the Super Nintendo Sega Genesis. You had the regular Nintendo, you had the Nintendo, the Atari, the Sega Master System. Like, you had the console. Everybody knew who everybody had on the block because everybody knew what they was going to hang with. Oh, they got the Nintendo. Oh, he got the Sega. Oh, we going to go over there and bust the Sega with them. Oh, we going to go over there and bust the Nintendo with them. Oh, we going to go hang out in so-and-so's house, and Quan and Shakri and Nelson and Mr. Beffers. Like, we going to go out and do all that stuff. Like, that's how we held our stuff. That's how we experienced gaming. And there is something in that experience that doesn't relate to today. Today, you don't have that. I was talking to a friend of mine, Ed, and he was telling me that he was going to game with his boys, and he was all happy, he wanted to get the food together and get the popcorn and stuff and everything. And I was like, well, why would I come over to bust Madden, like, with you? You're going to see my controls. You're going to see my plays and stuff. And he was like, well, I'm sorry, like it was a cardinal sin for you to come over and play a game with me, because those days are over. I try to bring them back as much as possible. I try to invite people to the game dojo so y'all can sit down and enjoy the beautifulness of the gaming nostalgia that I've created. It's a trip. You come over here, it's an experience that I'm aiming for, and it's an experience that you leave with and that you enjoy. That's what the game dojo is for. User friendly. It's something for you to experience, and when you walk out, you're like, damn, I miss those days. Yo, I remember this back in the day. I remember we used to have it. Why do you think I have 200 247 controllers in this room for every game system ever invented, and most of them have a modded version of it that works on the PC so that you can do emulation. Because sometimes, even if you want to just do an emulation on the TV or on the computer, you should have the full gaming experience. So if you're playing a Nintendo on your PC, why not play it with the original Nintendo controller plugged into your slot? Get the real feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with busting it with other controllers, because all controllers are inherently the same now. They all look like Xbox 360 controllers, except for PlayStation. But all of them got the dual analogs. All of them are inherently the same. But it's crazy. But on the same token, it's the experience that's getting lost. Some games today, they only have a 5-hour campaign and a game is over. I appreciate the graphics. I appreciate all the work it took to go into there. 300 gigs, 200 gigs, and then another 100 gig download. Bro, nah. You realize some of these games was on megabytes on cartridges, and they were hours and hours and hours of fun. Hours of fun. The game done changed. But as long as the Game Ninja is alive and I have the ability to game with breath in my lungs, I am going to bring to you the love of gaming, the way that I remember it, the way that I enjoyed it, the way it should be, the way it still should be. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you have a Nintendo Switch and you want old school gaming and you don't have a Sega Genesis or a Sega Genesis Mini, get the Sega Classic Collection. Definitely won't be let down. Hours and hours and hours of fun to be had with you and your friends. The only thing I was upset about that they didn't have on here was Mortal Kombat. Because that blood code, ABACABB, nothing replaces that feeling. But if I wanted to literally bust Mortal Kombat on a Sega Genesis, that's what this room is for. I simply just go over to that wall. Y'all see that? Go over to that wall, pluck Mortal Kombat 1 Sega Genesis right off the wall, put it right in to the Sega Genesis, because the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo 64 and the regular Nintendo and the PlayStation and the Atari 2600 and 7800 and original Xbox and PS4 all on this side are hooked up to this TV. All of them are hooked up to this TV. And on the other side, we have the Xbox 360s, we have Atari Jaguar, and we have TurboGrafx 16 down there. And they're also hooked to this TV. That's right. When we game, we do it right. So if I really want to bust Mortal Kombat, I just sit up there and do that. Because we recently just got the mature 18 app, 17 app on Nintendo. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you real quick. Alright, spin it around for you. It's called the Mature 17 app. Nintendo literally just got the Mature 17 Plus app. And I guess they're going to be putting more adult games on the 64. But this is Mature 17 64. And we have Turok and Perfect Dark. Now, Perfect Dark for me, I did a whole little playthrough of the first level, was an amazing, absolutely amazing experience. It's Perfect Dark. It's the spiritual successor to GoldenEye. First person shooting wouldn't be what it is today without GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. They're the grandfathers of that legacy. Show them some respect. Turok, I don't know what they did with the controllers, but that shit is unplayable to me. But as I said before, this is why I don't have to deal with that, because I can literally pop over to that Nintendo 64 right there, pop my Turok out of my drawer into that Nintendo 64, which is hooked up to this TV, and I can bust Turok the way it is, the way it should be, with a Nintendo 64 controller. Both PC modded and regular original Nintendo 64 controller. That's what I'm talking about right there. When I'm talking about experiences, that's what I'm talking about right there. So anytime I want to take it back, do 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 do, take it back, do 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 do. Rocky, really? They was singing around the trash can. He was carrying Adrian. No, that's before y'all time. Anyway, if I want to take it back, I'll take it back. And when I get in my time machine, I go back to those beautiful memories, those beautiful feelings, those people, the laughter, the agony, the anger when somebody lose and they got to pass the controller, the feeling of going out to Blockbuster and renting those games, the feeling of getting those new games, those new cartridges, the new books, the feeling of getting everything that you wanted out of a gaming experience was always there. And I love to bring that back. Nostalgia is great in just theory and thinking and premises, but in actuality, sometimes you want to live it out. And that's what this is for. That's what the Game Dojo is for. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am the Game Ninja. This is the Game Dojo. And this is the heart of Gamer Nation. And I'm saying thank you for joining me here in the Game Dojo for another beautiful gaming sessions. I'm showing you just a little bit of duality and choices you have if you want to bust Sega Genesis on the Nintendo Switch. So technically this is a Nintendo Switch Power Hour and a Sega Mega Hour, because you got a little bit of both. But when it comes down to it, that Sega Genesis Classics app, that's where you need to live. That's where you want to live. It's where you want to enjoy. So until next time, keep that game tight like Kobe did on game night. Your game is on and it's strong, and when it's on, it's like Donkey Kong and hot butter popcorn. Don't ever tell nobody else. Don't ever anybody tell you your game ain't on. So until next time, maybe another day, maybe another game, maybe another round. Maybe you'll be right side up and I'll be upside down. But if you're gonna die, remember, everybody dies, but not everybody truly lives. Live. Talk about all those memories in the back of your mind and their heart that you want to recapture. Do it now. Tomorrow ain't promised to you, but you do have now. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you, and I love this. Until next time, it's the Game Ninja saying I'll check you guys out later.